it do, man? Yeah, saw this truck, red truck, chilling out. Man, today's topic, man. Crazy, this job. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's start from the beginning. First off, like, share, subscribe at any time. You know what I'm saying? Show me some love. I'll be showing y'all love. Show me a little bit of love, man. And if you need a beat for your videos, whatever it is, man, DPH is on all platforms right now. You can pick it up on YouTube. You can pick it up on Apple, Spotify, Twitch, whatever. And you can get a beat for your video. I'm gonna do a lot more of those. That's like the first one coming up. Also, getting deep into placements for TV, but I'm gonna put a lot more streams for just for people that want beats for their streaming platform. Or if you want one directly from me, you know what I'm saying, that you want to keep or not rent, or you just, whatever the reason, you can hit me up on GREAZEBEATS. That's GREAZE Beats on Instagram. Hit me there, or you can email me at williegog1gmail.com and tell me what's the deal, and we can go from there. Now, let's get back to this job, because this shit kind of crazy. I already knew. I've been working a while, so I know how this shit go. So I started this job in November. And November, it was slow. Me and another guy got hired for tires, and I'm supposed to be a mechanic. Now, mind you, this place is in a kind of slow area. It ain't really nothing going on. They don't get that much customers, and I knew that. So Matt, who was the manager at the time, check what I'm saying, was the manager at the time, said that, wasn't that fast of a place, that hourly, blah, blah, blah. He boosted my head. I came in there to get hired for tires, but he wanted me to be the mechanic. So that's cool, that's fine, great. So I got hired, boom. Like I said, it was November, so it's slow. We sitting around all the time. I'm talking about November to about January, we might have got a little bit speedy. So we ain't doing that well. So he's also short, underhand, and tire people. So it's only one tire guy, him and me. So I'm having to help him with the tires when tires come in, and this tire guy. Yeah. Now, mind you, when he hired Joe said he wasn't gonna work no weekends, and he wasn't gonna work nights on call. He said that. And mind you, that Joe was gonna walk out if he didn't get it that way. So Matt gave to him that way. Get you what I'm trying to tell you, because this is a trip. All right, so we get to the point to where, and like I say, ain't really nothing going on. So the dude Sean, somebody quit from one of the other branches. So dude Sean, which was my manager, one of my managers, was sent back to the big place in I forgot where it was at, but one of his other locations. So he needed his assistant. He needed another assistant to catch the office when Matt got something to do. So okay, so Matt's hiring, looking for somebody to hire. Boom. So he hires this girl. The lady, she's cool or whatever, but I'm peeping it because she knows a little bit about it because she used to work at Goodyear's as a service advisor, I'm guessing. So that's what's up. So she comes in, and like the first couple of weeks, they come in, they shorten the inventory, they doing all this little stuff, and I'm peeping because uh, they're starting to talk about Joe because they want Joe to do night calls, but they don't want to give Joe no more money. Okay, so what happens next is she comes, like I said, she comes in, starts putting incrementing her stuff into the job and trying to correct some things that were corrected, like the tire, I guess if they were having tire issues with the inventory, and her job really is to get work in there. So I guess she's trying to do that, which ain't gonna happen unless where I'm at blows up big, because they ain't on a good main drag. When I say that, like a busy street. So now what's going on? Oh, he hires one of his homeboys back. Okay, that's gonna work nice. So this dude's bitching about having to be on call all the time. Okay? But Matt's already knowing what he hired for. So I'm thinking in my mind, the whole time I'm thinking in my mind like, oh, this is gonna be a mess because they're trying to force Joe to do it. Well, I guess they got in the office one day and they asked Joe to do it. He said, no, you ain't gonna do it. He left it alone. You know, day goes on. It happens. So, something happened where somebody put the wrong size tire on the vehicle. And they blamed it on Joe, but I know it wasn't Joe. And Pete, this whole thing about it, they asking both of them, and plus both of them denying it, but I know who did, you know what I'm saying? They ain't never come at me. And then check this, they got video cameras all around the place, all around there, so they could go check for themselves who really did it. You know what I'm saying? Who really did it? Yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, this is gonna be nothing but a bad outcome. So first implement in her thing is to look for somebody. They looking for somebody for the tire. Told you that was gonna happen. Boom. We come in one Wednesday, then around they must do. We had 2-3 customers come in, sit down. So something happened where Joe had to go. Somebody was broke down or something. He had to go rescue. So he goes, he asked them, they said he had to clock out. He said, all right, well, he did it. Gone. While he gone, the owner of the place comes up with this dude. And we gonna call him Mr. Ah, say that's his replacement. The other tire guy, what I'm talking about, said that's a replacement. I said, it's a replacement? Damn. So immediately I'm texting Joe like, you better get back here, dog, because something ain't right. So he trying to ask me what's going on. And I'm like, oh no, you need to come. You need to hurry up and get your ass back. Because immediately when the dude comes in, he's talking shit about the last guy, and they ain't even fired Joe yet. He's talking about how he didn't want to work nights, and he's already in his truck cleaning it out and everything. There ain't nobody saying nothing. So I'm like, wow, they finna fire Joe. So Joe finally pulls up, and the boss was waiting around for him. Well, the owner was waiting around for him anyway. So yeah, boom, they called him in, boom, they fired him. They told him they fired him about that tire. But Joe said he didn't do it. He said he know he didn't do it. Why they ain't roll back the cameras to see what? That's what I said. And they didn't. and they just fired him for that. They fired him because they wanted him to work the night shift, and he said he wasn't gonna work it, which was fucked up because Matt hired him knowing that he wasn't gonna work it anyways. So that's one strike. That's one strike against Matt, showing me that he can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? He cannot be trusted. So as this lady come in, we get one of our big trucks back that he can do big tires. So Matt's got a CDL. So I'm thinking like, what's going on, right? You know, because he's like taking more commands and he's showing her more stuff that she ain't supposed to know, and he's the manager. So I'm like, damn, shit, is he finna leave? You know, uh, you know, it comes up one day while we outside working. He says, "Hey, I want you to say I'm finna downgrade right quick and see what she can do as manager." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Don't think nothing of it. It's just for a couple weeks, whatever." I said, "Okay, say nothing." See, I'm the type to do it. I sit back and listen to what you say so I can figure out what's going on. If you ain't gonna tell me, you're gonna be around the bush. So, uh, we get the big truck back. Matt's doing big tires, and he's doing big tires. The other dude, uh, they got in there, ain't holding up. They hired for Joe, ain't holding up. He ain't holding up at all. I'm talking about he he fucking up shit. The first couple days, she talking crazy, like she using everything that he's saying against him in the long run, as you can see, watch, because they pulled him in the office one day and they fired him. So I'm like, damn, why did they fire Joe? And he only been gone, he ain't been gone a week. And that dude finna get fired. So boom, they fired him. They fired him. So I'm saying, oh man, there ain't enough work going on. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to Matt because she talking crazy about, oh, we're gonna get another man in here to do tires and stuff to help you. Cause this bitch, like, when we get a rush, this bitch think I'm finna do everything. I gotta do alignment. I gotta fix the shit. And then I'm like, I can't do it all. It just spot for one mechanic. You gonna have to tell these folks, you know, a time limit on stuff to where you schedule it right. She just want to get it while it come in. At the same time, they trying to implement stuff that they should have been already had implemented in the shop. Matt should have had implemented in the shop, like having an inspection sheet. Now, mind you, when I came in, we wasn't doing that. And now they're trying to implement it. So that's kind of made me feel kind of fishy anyway, because like Matt ain't been doing what he's supposed to the whole time. So that made me think, okay, shit, we finna be in trouble, you know? So, all right, like I said, they fired the dude. So now they ain't got nothing but one tire dude again, Ron or whatever, or Mr. R complaining about having a day's off. So boom. So they must have talked to somebody, and Matt he claimed he demoted himself, which I don't believe. I think they came from higher up because he wasn't bringing in no money to make the place better. And he hadn't did nothing different. He lost so many guys in the last year, like 6 mechanics done been in there. And I think they pretty much, it was both like, yo, you need to step down. So he steps down and he catches the other tire guy. Boom. So now you got 2 tire guys, all that squared away. So now we got work. We're working what little work we got. And so she comes to me, the new manager comes to me and says, Willie, what would you like a job? Working in the office, people like you and you have a good attitude, and I think you would be good as a representative uh, of us to sell tires, pretty much to sell tires. That's what it was for, to sell tires pretty much. So they can get sell tires because they ain't making those, that's their bread and butter. They selling their tires, really. That's their bread and butter. That's how they get their money pretty much. So, okay. I told her I would think about it. I'll think about it, see what I'll wash it around and see how I feel about it. Well, I asked her about the pay before that. She never could tell me. And she was like, I don't know what you make. Or I make hourly. So I told her I make hourly. And you're a manager. I know you know what I'm making. But I'm playing dumb. I'm playing dumb because I want to see what she's up to. So, boom, we had, I think, one rough day. So it was a really bad day where one of the alignments was really rough. And kind of got in an argument about it. And she's kind of like rushing, like, oh, we gotta hurry up. Look, Matt knew I wasn't gonna be the speediest guy in here when he hired me. I'm not gonna be fast. Fast don't make the best, So I'm pretty much real thorough with my work. So boom, she asked me the next day, "Oh, did you consider that job?" I said, "Nah, I don't think I'm gonna take it." Just like that, I ain't gonna take it. So she got upset. I saw it in her face. She was like, "Huh? Yeah. What's your wife? What you think?" What I said, just don't want it. I like doing what I'm doing. Boom. Right then and there, I knew it was gonna be some fuck shit. I hate to say it like that, but I knew it. So come in the next day, and she got the inspection sheets, and I think her name was Alexander or something like that. It's coming in from one of the other uh, shops implementing the inspection sheets real good. Mind you, like I said, I ain't never did these inspection sheets, which they ain't shit. But the point of it is you can't just implement something and expect it to be all right the first time, which I've had a inspection sheet twice. And then the manager, she's running around like she doing so much and she ain't doing nothing. She half the time fucking up shit, but she ain't getting checked for that. If she is, Matt's half-ass checking her or whatever. And like I said, he's down, great. So what comes up is boom, okay? Matt says that, she's finna take over.